One of the things that I love to do outside of the cooking and the running and all the other stuff I do is foraging for wild mushrooms. I've done it since I was a very young man. Now I get to do it with my son as well, and it's a real indulgence, something I absolutely love. You know, you've got to find the right places, you've got to find the right time, location, they've got to be at the right moment. It's all a little bit like that. But when you find a cep like that growing in the wild forest, it is just one of the most magical things you can ever do, and they are utterly delicious. I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite recipes, 3 of the best ways I know to cook porcini mushrooms. I appreciate their indulgence, so actually difficult to get hold of and it might be tricky for you to get, but if you can't, this is something that I just want to cook for you. Just indulge me. Okay, first recipe we're going to do is a carpaccio of Cep, so raw ceps, not quite but nearly raw. We're going to take these ceps first of all and we're going to clean them. But the best story about these mushrooms actually was I got a call on Sunday from my friend who lives in the area of the woods and said, Adam, you need to get down here. There's a lot of cep coming up now. Weather conditions are right. We've had this fantastic warmth and now we've had some rain. So it's perfect for the mushrooms to come up. So I decided to do that. And I know how much my son loves doing that as well. And nice to spend some time with him. So what a lovely thing to do. So we got in the car first thing Monday morning and headed down there, but I only worn a t-shirt and it was absolutely throwing it down with rain, so I had to nip into a lovely local charity shop and buy a jacket, which is why I'm wearing this very cool jacket that I'm super proud of in the footage. Cue Ghostbusters. Okay, that's how you can now drop in my Ghostbusters jacket. I might not put, actually don't put that in because I'm going to try and basically, I'm going to basically own that and make that like super cool. I'm going to turn up at Freeze Art Festival in that jacket and everyone's going to be like, clearly a world famous artist, or, you know, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I shouldn't put some 80s tunes behind the...
You can, yeah you can. No, because I'm going to wear it like, I'm going to walk around in it like it was made by Prada, you know what I mean? Like at the National Restaurant Awards, I'm going to turn up in it and there's going to be photos of me everywhere wearing it and everyone's going to be like, no, that is the new high fashion. Okay, so now our cep, our porcini are nice and washed and dried out. We're just going to open them up and then slice them very thinly. You can do this on a mandolin if you want, but I'm going to choose to try and do that with a nice sharp thin knife. I'm going to use a few different ones, so I've got different shapes and sizes in there as well. Any of that I can just cut out and lose, and I'll just cut that mushroom like that. Look at that, absolutely pristine in the middle. That was in the forest floor yesterday, which is just a magical thing. None of this gets wasted, don't you worry about that. These are treasured in this restaurant, that's for sure. So this is for a carpaccio. This is a really nice way of serving porcini mushroom. I will just put it out there though, if you are going to forage for mushroom, just please be really, really careful because that is a dangerous thing to do. If you get that wrong or you don't absolutely know what you're doing, you can land yourself in a whole world of problems. You need the landowner's permission, number one, and there are so many varieties of mushroom that are just not edible, so you really need to know what you're doing and be super careful. So just heed caution. I don't want to be the guy that tells everyone to go and pick mushrooms in a forest and gets themselves in trouble, so be careful with that. So we're just going to line them up. This dish I've served at Trinity over the years, lots, and I really like it actually. And all we do is just place them all around a nice flat plate like that. The plate wants to be able to go in the oven. Thankfully my plates are all hand fired, so I know they're very suitable for the oven. It just goes around like that. We need a couple more, I reckon. Right, now we have those incredible cep lined up like that. Look, no worm, nice and beautiful, nice and clean. Smell unbelievable, just like the forest, amazing. Now that's going to get a little salt on there, like so. It's going to get a good lashing of olive oil, like so. And all I'm going to do, I've got an oven preheated to 190 degrees. And basically, I'm going to put the whole plate in the oven with the cep like that for 3 minutes to just wilt the cep down a little bit. That's all it is. So I'm just going to put some Parmesan on there. This is really the best Parmesan I've got, which is a really aged 36-month Parmesan. That's going on the top, like so, and the whole thing's going in the oven for exactly 3 minutes. So I'm not looking to cook them. I'm almost just looking for them to warm up, take a little bit of the oil, take a bit of the salt in, get the oils to come out of the mushroom, really fulfill the plate with all that aroma, and then dig in. That's it. Off we go. The second recipe, I'm just going to cut these ceps into nice pieces like so, and then we're going to pan fry them. So into our pan here, nice big flat pan, we need some nice olive oil. Get that proper hot as well. And then we're just going to take our washed cep, keep all that, and we're going to cut them into quarters, I think. Cut them down into equal sized portions like that, and we're going to score them with a knife, and that's going to allow the olive oil to go in and make them nice and shiny. So in they go into the heat like that. Right, let's make some space, and what we can do is put a nice piece of bread in there as well. I'm feeling like Ceps on toast are on the cards here. I think you can see this coming. Look at the colour they go when you cook them really nicely like that in the olive oil. Just flip them over. Just looking for that really deep dark colour. And then we'll finish that with some nice butter in a minute. And in goes the butter. Really happy with that. We've got some nice garlic to go in there. We've got some lovely fresh thyme we're going to pop in there as well. Now once the butter's in there, that's when I'm going to go in with the garlic and the thyme. If I put the garlic and the thyme in before the butter, it's going to burn. It's going to hit that oil, and it's going to burn quickly. So as that goes in, Sam, this is the magic. Look at that. You've got foaming salted butter. You've got ceps going on. You've got garlic going on. The smell and the aroma is absolutely off the charts. Look at that. Just that little bit of toast, which is going to serve us in there as well. Is that just a thing of beauty? That is just absolutely magnificent. Now, what I'm going to do, a little bit of jiggery pokery. Once the ceps look like they're good and good to go, I'm going to lift them up onto my toast to make myself some space. Like that. This is almost like cooking breakfast in the forest, you know? And then what's going to go in there is one fried egg, like so. But I also want, because I'm greedy, more than one fried egg. I want a double yolker. So that's going in there. That's getting seasoned nicely, like so. Ceps are bubbling away. And I'm just feeling like this is going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, we're going to lift this out. Come on. And then we're just going to add some nice chopped parsley in there. Move that around. And there we go. That's our lovely cep. That, I think that's the best way to eat lovely fresh ceps when you pick them. This reminds me of the time I first went foraging with my son in the woods and picked loads of ceps and wild mushrooms and chicken in the woods and all sorts, which is a video that is coming out on YouTube and on Instagram of Cook and Son, the first ever preview of Cook and Son, coming out very soon. Shot completely clinically as it was, raw, and it captures a moment in time for me. It's just so special, and it's all about food and a relationship between a father and a son. It's beautiful. Right, on to recipe number 3. Now, we're going to take all the rest of the Cep we've got left over here. I'm just going to chop them up roughly. In they go. Keep them moving around. We're looking for that colour to happen. This dish is specifically for my son, one of his favourite things to eat, so I'm going to cook it for him because he's here today. So this is Ceps à la crème. This mushroom recipe though, you could absolutely do with a normal chestnut mushroom or field mushroom. You don't have to use a Cep for this particular one, but it's just really nice. It's just better with lovely Ceps like that. So, big colour on the mushroom, first of all. Let's get that colour happening. You're drawing out all the moisture, that's really important. Into there now is going to go some garlic. I'm just going to actually crush that right down so we get a real nice, strong garlic flavour. Right, that's like a garlic puree going in there now. Into that's going to go some lovely chopped shallots. Now we've got that colour, we can start working this up really nicely. In goes the lovely chopped shallots. A little bit of Madeira. Madeira and mushrooms together are like heaven. These guys were born together. That syrupy, caramelly note with a foresty floor feeling is just absolutely incredible. There. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of double cream. Cook the Madeira down first. A little bit of double cream. Ah, this dish makes me giddy with excitement. It's so delicious. Bit of chervil, bit of tarragon, bit more sort of flavour, packed flavours in there as well. And just let that cream reduce down like that. Utterly delicious. Finish it with these herbs. Don't over chop them. I'm going to serve this in a vol au vent, which you can make, you can buy, do what you want. We made some this morning for this. That is absolutely killer. That's it, done. Off. Tiny bit more cream. Tiny bit more cream. That's it. Adjust that back with a tiny bit of black pepper. So I had to go foraging for mushrooms with my son and then come back and make 3 of the most delicious dishes ever. Is a real luxury in life. So that's Ceps à la crème. This lovely juicy one on the top. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. And that's it. Those are my 3 favourite recipes to do with porcini mushrooms. Even better if you can pick them yourselves. And if you can't, go and buy them. But don't pick ones you're not sure about, that's for sure. So that's porcini mushrooms cooked in a garlic butter with lots of chopped parsley on a piece of toast with a runny egg. And that's going to be utterly delicious. Let's try that with the egg and the Cep. Very similar to a very famous dish in San Sebastian. Just Ceps cooked really well with a nice fatty egg yolk. I love that. That is delicious. And then here we have a real purist dish, this is a Carpaccio of Cep, so just in the oven for literally 2 minutes. A little bit of egg yolk for fattiness, bit of parmesan, bit of salt, bit of olive oil. Oh. I think you really feel the Cep. You really feel the flavour of that. The natural flavour of the mushroom is just being elevated up. It's hard to believe you can make a Cep more than the sum of its parts, but that really is. That is so delicious. And then this here is our Cep vol au vent à la crème. Adam, try that. It's so good. It's so good.
Those Ceps are really good.
So there you go. That is 3 of my favourite ways of cooking porcini, Cep, penny bun mushrooms. If you can pick them all, the better. If you can't, use chestnut mushrooms or just leave it till next year. Don't worry about it. That's a carpaccio with parmesan, great olive oil and an egg yolk. That's pan fried on a piece of toast with a nice runny yolk, garlic, parsley. Delicious, and loads of caramelisation. And that's Ceps a la Crème in a vol au vent with a lovely Cep on top. And all those lovely herbs like tarragon and chervil running through that as well. That for me is an utter indulgence. Something I love dearly. Thanks for indulging me. Enjoy.